Hello everyone! The day is finally here. City Skylines 2 is officially released. I am super excited to check it out with you all. Today we are on the Barrier Island map. North American theme, right-hand traffic, and natural disasters on. But otherwise, still have money. Everything is still unlockable. So yeah, let's dive right in. First thing I think would be wise to do would be to pop open our info panel here and check out our air pollution. Because now, new feature is our industrial areas, at least our dirty industrial, will pollute the air and it will now travel. So, have to be a little bit cognizant about where we're placing stuff. So, that being said, our decision's kind of made up for us here. I think we're just gonna put the industry over there. I have not played too much of this game. I did play for like maybe 30 minutes before I started recording just to familiarize myself with the new road tools because, whoo boy, for those of you who are City Skyline veterans, it's a lot different. Most notably, the thing that I have had the most trouble getting used to is the fact that you can place a road either... You can have it off-center if you want, which is a nice option if you need to like skirt around a building that you'd rather not destroy. However, it is a bit finicky when you are placing the roads. A way to get around that is to just uncheck the snap to zone grid, and it will... Whoops, sorry, not the snap to zone grid, the zoning cell length, and it'll snap right in. You can still do the other two, but it's much more magnetic to this point than the other two, so that helps quite a bit. Alrighty. How would we like to start off our city? So what is this? Oh, that's a cute little bridge. I love that. Is that... Oh, that is something we can build. That is awesome. I am going to find every excuse to use that. Alright, anyway, focus. Getting distracted already and we haven't built one darn thing. I'm gonna back that up. I liked that it was a 4-lane road, but I don't think I want it to just go straight off. Let's see. Not certain that I centered that correctly. However, that said, do I like that? No, I hate that. Also to note, an easy visual way to tell if you're square with your road that you're intersecting is if you see the little indicator up by where the starting point is, you can see where it turns from a circle to a square. Something else that I noticed that is mighty helpful. Anyways, I think we're gonna curve this around this way, and ideally I will have some sort of major junction here that breaks off into the industry and then the rest of the city. It's generally, at least by City Skylines, one logic to keep your industry next to a highway, because otherwise it can and will clog up all of your streets. I'm assuming that's going to be a similar scenario here, but yeah. Get a nice curve like that. Bring that out a smidge. I'm going to terminate that with a roundabout. So that road will continue off and continue down this island, and then I'm conflicted whether to branch it off here or here. I feel like I'd rather branch it off here because I want residential going on over here. Yeah, let's do that. Come off at a nice 90. Let's go that way. And I think we will have a branch off of here into our first subdivision. I don't know how far I want this to go out yet, but we'll just call that good. The first time I'm using this new parallels tool. It is super easy to use, however, I am clearly not using it correctly, so no, let's just make this easy on ourselves and delete this. All right, got our curve tool on. Back that little snippet up. Thank you, parallel tool. You're super helpful. Time for you to go away. That is not a 90. Okay. Here, 180. That works well enough. Then back that off as well. I will have some connectivity through here, but I do want to be conscious that I'm going to be sending a lot of industrial traffic up and down the street, so I would like to keep it flowing as much as humanly possible. Yeah, let's work out the rest of our grid, and then we can figure out where we want to do that. All right. Have our first little residential grid started. Figured that's a nice little halfway point between these two sides. So ran some connectivity through there. This street is going to be residential as well. I'm leaving a gap here. Ideally, I think I'm going to put an elementary school here. And then should also probably consider where our high school is going because, spoiler y'all, the Ploppables, they're huge. They take up so much more space. Which is not a bad thing. It's just an adjustment. Think if we got the elementary school there, that'll take up a good chunk. Think our high school will end up being around here somewhere. We won't unlock it for a minute, so we'll probably end up expanding here before we get it anyway. But I will keep in mind to save some space for it. Alright, first order of business to get this place up and running, we need some power. I do not think I'm going to go with building a small or a coal power plant, at least not initially. I think I'm just going to buy power off of the grid. And we can consider our options later down the road. For those that don't know, rotating works the same way as it did City Skyline 1. Just hold down the right mouse button if you're on PC, and you can rotate it around. So I'm going to line that up. I doubt that's actually going to be staying there, but for now, it is good enough. Our snap to the side of buildings is on. Go. For those that aren't aware, great quality of life improvement. Electricity and sewage is now automatically built under the roads, though we don't have to worry about it anymore. Hallelujah. Given, I mean, there were mods, and City Skyline was one that could do that functionality, but for those of you on console, I am so sorry for the years of having to lay down your own electric lines and, more importantly, water pipes. Alright, speaking of water, let's see, which way is our water flowing? Seemingly not at all. Okay. Let's see, which picturesque bay do we want to pollute? Well, considering we're already putting our dirty industrial over here, we might as well. Might as well. I'm so sorry, water. And then I guess we can get our nice, clean drinking water from this side. Where do I want to put this? No, can we put it on here? Expand this out just a tad. Still not enough space? Alright, good enough. Get ourselves a little dirt road. I guess we can just swing this around. That worked out almost perfectly. Up a bit. Get our curve tool. Try coming at that from the other direction. That works too. Amazing that I lined that up perfectly. Happy little accidents. Alrighty, we got our fresh water, got our sewage pump. I need to hook the sewage pump up. So there's two types of pumps, water pipe, or not pumps, pipes. Ooh. Two types of pipes, water pipes and sewage pipes, and then there's a combined. Obviously, as you can see, these combined pipes cost more than the individual. So we'll just make this little connection over here, and that should be good. All right, now let's lay down our first zones. I know this grid isn't perfect. I just felt like the blocks were too long, so I kind of cut it up. And that kind of messed the grid up a little bit, but we'll live with it. And I should probably zone some commercial. And we press play. One major thing I noticed like immediately is that the one-time speed is considerably slower than City Skylines 1. I think the double speed is closer to what one-time speed was in City Skylines 1. Apologies, I just realized that I am a doofus and forgot to hook up the actual road to the other roads. Oof. Oof. How do we want to do this? Not for now, we're just... Okay. Is everybody happy now? Everybody happy? Yes, okay. Since we're already interrupting this road, we might as well just continue it through. Where are we gonna cut through? I feel like that's too close. Here should be a good spot. I think we will reserve this for our high school. So I will just keep building back. Actually, that might even be too small for the high school. Maybe I'll save this block for the high school. I'm making the blocks a bit bigger over on the side. for the sole purpose that I want to put some parks in over here. Over on this side, the blocks are a bit wider, so I have a bit more room to work with. Here I made them a bit narrower, so just giving myself the extra wiggle room there. Let me just finish building out this road and I'll be right back with you. Alrighty, got this neighborhood mapped out. As much as I love grids, I do try and break them up from time to time. So, got this facing the opposite direction from these two, and then I'm going to just cul-de-sac these guys. Eventually, I will angle this around to meet back up with this main collector road. And then this is going to reach over this way. The high school will go over here. And what are we going to do with this space? I feel like I'm just going to end up making my own little custom park. It won't count for anything, but it'll make me feel nice. Oop. I apologize for the meowing in the background. That's my cat. Alright, let's...
to provide vital services for our residents. Isn't that going to be costly, Mr. Councilman?
Started. Alrighty, got this neighborhood mapped out. As much as I love grids, I do try and break them up from time to time. So, got this facing the opposite direction from these two, and then I'm going to just cul-de-sac these guys. Eventually, I will angle this around to meet back up with this main collector road. And then this is going to reach over this way. The high school will go over here. And what are we going to do with this space? I feel like I'm just going to end up making my own little custom park. It won't count for anything, but it'll make me feel nice. Oop. I apologize for the meowing in the background. That's my cat. Alright, let's...
with outside agencies to provide vital services for our residents. Isn't that going to be costly, Mr. Councilman?
Started.
Well, quite frankly, yes.
And before our industrial demand gets too out of hand, let's...
We simply do not have the capacity to provide them within the city.
Sorry, local businesses, I messed up.
Should we be worried?
I expect the residents would be more distressed if key services became unavailable. Their quality of life is very important to them.
But so is the money. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. This is a fine example of the benefits of being able to shift the center of the road over one or not. I was able to upgrade this road, which in City Skylines 1 would have definitely bulldozed everything on the street, but not the case now. That's better. I would have been in quite a pickle if I realized that any later. Let's see. Sorry, was that heard some thunder, lightning, or something in the background. I was like hoping a tornado wasn't barreling its way. Too soon, Mother Nature. Too soon. Do I want to use this bridge? I think yes. So break that. Okay. Peculiar. Let us. Let me just build this out a little bit more. Well, hello. We have made it to Tiny Village, which means that we have to build a bunch of new city services, including healthcare, a dump, and a cemetery, and a medical clinic, and oh, education isn't unlocked yet. I thought that unlocked way earlier. All right, fair enough. And we do have a development point. However, for the time being, I think we're just gonna hang on to it. If anything, I might get advanced road services just to give us access to highways earlier. We'll see. Let's see if I can even that out. Good enough. The ground's flat enough. Hmm. Get a 90 off of here. 90 off of here. All right. Thank you. Try that now just so I can expand this out a little bit more. See, and what are we gonna do once it reaches the shore? Well, I guess we'll S-bend and... Is that part of the map? Yes, it is. Alright, guess we're gonna S-bend and... Oh, there's a shipping lane there. Okay. Guess we're gonna be building another beautiful bridge. Alright. Let me play around with this complex curve tool. I have yet to try it. Define a start and a middle point, bend, then bend again for the end point. All right. We got middle point. Ah, I see. Interesting. That is useful, but not what I need right now. Regular curve tool it is. Keep that nice and square. And for now, we're just going to terminate this road at a dead end. All right. Move this down a little ways more. Add some connectivity in here. Ugh, this grid. There we go, that's better. Okay. I think that's good enough for now. I need to build a landfill. And I think it would be kind of cute, if not a little controversial, to put it on this little island. So I think I'm going to do that. However, I do not like where this pre-placed road is. Let me pause the game before they start getting angry about their trash. One advantage to the game running rather slow at 1x speed is it kind of just allows you to largely just kind of piece out and build without worrying about your city like burning down during your absence. How's that road? Ooh, that's a bit steep. Gonna do this the old-fashioned way. Wonder if that connects to the road or not. It does? It does not. Too much. Okay. Not the biggest fan of that, but we'll make do. Just follow that and ta-da, our dump. Just trying to maximize the area I can use. That looks good. Out of realism here, folks. We're just gonna build this landfill the rowing distance from a body of water. But it's okay. It's full of sewage anyway. I mean, it's not okay, but we're just gonna pretend like it is. There's our wonderful new, isolated on its own island, landfill. How picturesque. That is such a horrible use of land. I love it. Anyway, focus. We also need a medical clinic. Gonna get this to grab this little alley. There. And brace yourselves, boys and girls, and non-binary folk. If you have not seen the size of these ploppables. Ooh, let me just look at this graveyard. Thing is huge compared to City Skylines one. Let's see, where are we gonna put this? Tree school's going there. That's too thin. I don't think waterfront property is a good place for a graveyard. So I think we're gonna go here.
A housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda. But
That is all of our needs for now taken care of. I'm gonna unpause.
Welcome, Professor. So a housing shortage is bad for the people trying to move here, right?
So we do have some demand for this medium density row housing. I think I'm gonna smack it along here.
Apart from the actual rewards enjoyed. For example, consider capital.
One final question, Professor. Is the housing shortage going to make me richer?
By certain metrics, perhaps yes, in the short term.
I like the sound of that.
But what we are discussing is the study of a statistical abstraction and its effect on the human.
Thank
The rest of you
Professor.
can be single family homes. Part of me does really find it hilarious that a village of 121 people has demand for medium density housing, especially with an American theme, as there are towns multiple orders of magnitude larger than that that have very little to no medium density housing. Speed this up. Also something I noticed, buildings take considerably longer to build and upgrade. I think now is kind of just a good point to chill out and see what our demands do. But first, let me zone some more commercial real quick to knock that out. I really love how these update much more quickly than the first game. It's very helpful. Alright. I'll see you in a bit once this all settles down. Alright, folks. Stuff hasn't quite built in just yet, but we did just unlock a new signature building for residential, the Rock Musician Mansion. Gonna have to find a fun little nook to shove that into, but I don't think we're gonna do that just yet. Oh. Why are you not getting water? Why are you not getting water? Oh, because the bridge. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Also need to connect the power over. I feel like they would just run this in the bridge. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe that'll start a fire. Or wait, the bridge oh, okay, the bridge carries electricity. Fantastic. Our residential area is just about built in. Our industrial demand has shot through the roof. So let's expand this and get this all built up. Okay. I didn't intend to build this off of this road, but yeah, it's going to be fine. I can't leave it empty. I mean, I can leave it empty, but I don't think my city can afford to leave that much space empty. All right, and we are about to rank up again. Before we do that, let's plop down anywhere else I feel is appropriate for row housing. They might do it on this street. Maybe. Yeah, let's do it. Wait, whoops, nope, nope. I take that back. I forgot I have to build a school. Nope, nope, no houses for you. Nope, nope. Bad developers, bad. Education, we got our elementary school. I think we're gonna... Can it fit this way? Let me make sure. Oh yeah. A little driveway for the school. Too crazy. Interesting. The elementary school does not have parking. I guess I will have to provide some over here or over here later on. And then this big behemoth. Whoops. Sorry, folks, your mayor is a very forgetful man. Forgets what he says shortly after saying it. Whoops. But same thing. Get rid of all of you. I'm sorry. Eminent domain. I know you just moved in. I'm sorry. And let's see. To give you an idea of how big these can get, like yes, like that's insane. That is so big. Why are you no stop. Stop, developers. I know people want to move in. All right. Are we done now? Okay. We're done. Fantastic. Our commercial demand is again spiking through the roof. weld it for now. What's wrong with the... Oh, okay. Guess you're fine. Where do you live? Ceriso. Yes, of course it's noisy. You're working in a factory. Finish knocking this out. While that's building in, I think we will buy those 4. Ooh, that's pretty. Alright, so we got a bit of a hill over here. Let me get down to like person level. How big is this hill? Okay, that is a... Okay. Don't think we will be just bulldozing over that. At least not anytime soon. I know the terraforming's free, but I don't like totally just demoing the terrain on the map. It is kind of nice to have to work around it. Again, breaks up the grid and stops your city from looking just the same as every other city that you build. Whoops. Yes. Thought I had the wrong road type there. We might as well just get those while we're here. Hello, large village already. What did we unlock? New loan, livestock farming, service budgets, fire, and police. Right. Up. Better get... No, I'm just going to leave it paused because I have a feeling everything's going to start on fire the second time starts ticking. That is like the darkest shade of unhappy red I have ever seen. Alrighty, I don't want to place this directly on the main road. I think we'll just have to, yeah. Is everybody happy from... Oh, everybody's happy from the one fire station. Okay. The police.
Recent spikes in demand have led to temporary local shortages in the city's fresh water supply. The public should be aware that we are struggling to get the situation.
I think we will put it off of this alley.
Public service announcement. You're listening to Second Moon,
Tool.
station for the cultural sophisticate who doesn't fear extending their ears to the more challenging sphere of the classical genre. Let us move now from the musical page to the literary. Here we have some perfectly anguishing correspondence from the listener.
Oh, development points. Oh my, I have completely forgotten about them. Alright.
Whereas I make no
Right away, I am unlocking this. I hate the landfills. I hate that they fill up so quickly, and I don't want any more than one. So, when the one we have is full, I will plop that down. Beyond that, we should probably get our road services set up before winter starts. So,
Professor Hornbuckle, as
go.
a traveler from
Don't need large roads.
I long to hear a tune that speaks to the anguish of my road.
I would like highways, but there's no
There now
real
lies
reason
the
to unlock them right
genuine,
now.
as it were. No need to wallow in sediment. Leave that to those poet chaps, eh?
Same thing as
Remember
the
too,
dump.
just
I
how
hate
kind
having a
it
million
is
graveyards that are
to
all
keep in
full.
spirit some modest desolation.
And on to our main feature story. The commercial district is booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes
So we
while
are,
sipping a
yes,
fancy local Jarva mate.
definitely that.
Or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be back after this.
And on to our main feature story.
We-
The commercial district is booming.
So the
as
geothermal
the
power
area is
plants I
attracting more
know
high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury
are
to
built
our
over these
neighborhood. You
aquifers.
can now shop
Alright,
for
so we have
designer
one there, but I
shoes while
definitely
sipping a
don't want
fancy
a
local
power plant
Jarva
there.
mate. Or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good for the community.
Thanks, Jim. We'll be
Yeah,
back
know what?
after
I'll unlock it. I'll end up using it later. But for now, I suppose we can just keep paying for power. Oh, whoops, we're out of development points, so doesn't matter anyway. What's your deal? Waiting for our hearse. Graveyard. What are we doing? It's a block away. There we go. Yeah, Colossal Order. You definitely need to up that time on the hearse, because like that's like 3-second drive. I know if there's not enough customers, demand is spiking through the roof for everything. So let's start with just for the sake of experimentation. See what that looks like. I think we're gonna start expanding this and make another commercial corridor. Where do I want this to end up? Right. It's all relatively flat. Okay, the ground is not as flat as I thought it was. I want to put a commercial corridor down here, but think we'll connect into the old neighborhood like that. There we go. Ooh, that is not at all the road I wanted to build. Good word. Third time's a charm. There we go. Yes, we'll bring this straight, curve it out, and then I can cut over. Probably gonna redo that corner once I get this straightened up. That corner's fine. So afraid of a tornado coming and destroying everything. Alright, I'm going to pause the game because demand is getting out of control, and I'm gonna figure out how to best utilize this space, and I'll be right back with you. Alright, I am back. We got our new little residential district here. I feel like I may need to add another connection, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. Get our new commercial corridor going. Along the street, we'll do row housing. Which reminds me, I don't know what we just unlocked. Okay, so these are mid-rise apartment buildings. Got it. Sorry, people. We're not doing that right now. Stub this in with residential or low density residential. Alright, while we wait for this to build in, just want to say thank you guys for checking out the video. I'm gonna end this episode here. In the next one, we're gonna unlock with the Grand Village milestone. We're gonna unlock parks. So I think we'll slow down on the expansion and go back and fill in some of these empty spaces with some recreational activities for our citizens. And also we need to do something with our industrial, whether that's organizing it a bit better or branching off and starting some farms. But residential or industrial demand is insane right now. But that will be for the next video. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.